Are my emails still providing my subscriber as much value as they provide my business? Are they unsubscribing because I'm taking up too much weight in their inbox? Let go of your subscribers before they let go of you. So first and foremost, we have the open rate. It's the most basic engagement metric you can look at, and it's going to showcase the percentage of subscribers that open your email. And what you ideally want to look for, keeping in mind that this is a super broad percentage here, you want to aim for an open rate of 10 to 20%, if not way higher. But if you're looking for like a pulse check on, is my email okay? 10 to 20% is fine. If you're wondering, all right, what goes into an open rate? We've got a bunch of different factors. So the first is inbox placement, obviously. Has it landed in the inbox or has it gone into spam? I frequently do check my spam just in case something slipped in there, but more oftentimes than not, if an email goes into spam, I'm never going to open it. But at a minimum, open rate is influenced by inbox placement. And then it's influenced by subject line. So the subject line that you decide to put on your email at send time is really the only thing a subscriber is going to see that will determine if they want to open that email or not. So an example that I've included on the right here from Jen, I had signed up to a webinar the day prior. I wasn't able to make it. And the next day she sends me this email with a direct subject line that says, your replay live for 24 hours. And because she was so clear and direct in that subject line, I knew that I wanted to open that email because I was waiting for it. If she had included a piece of content that maybe didn't directly reference it, I might not have opened it. But it also plays into my third factor here. An open rate is also influenced by the previous relationship that subscriber has to you. So I was waiting for an email from Jen because I had signed up to receive them. I was knowing that she was going to email me at a certain time. It didn't come out of the blue. So keeping in mind that oftentimes subscribers will start to remember that predictable cadence of email sending, and they will open emails that they're expecting to receive from you. Now, if you're looking to kind of understand ways of increasing your open rate, we've got somewhere to start for you. So don't be stressing. For the subject line, be direct. Don't deceive your users. So provide the value prop of your email in that subject line. You have nothing to lose. And then secondly is avoid image-only emails. I see a lot of brands these days create these beautifully designed emails because email design capabilities can be quite limiting. And creating an image is often easier with Canva and Photoshop these days. The capabilities are really right in your hands. But the problem with image-only emails is, once again, if you do have those images off, you're not going to see anything. A beautiful design isn't worth it if your subscriber can't see anything anyways. So balance out that imagery and text within the email. And I usually recommend a 60-40 approach. So 60% image, at least 40% text. And that's pretty good in the eyes of ISPs as well. And then finally is develop a predictable sending cadence so that your subscriber knows what to expect from you. And I'm not saying like, oh, you have to send every week at a specific time. I'm more so saying prime your users at time of sign up for what they can expect to receive from you and be consistent with it. Click-through rate. This is the percentage of subscribers that click through your email. And there are usually a couple different ways to measure click-through rate. There's one that measures the click-through rate out of the total amount of emails delivered. And there is the other one, which is unique click-through rate, which in my opinion is a better measurement, that displays the amount of users that clicked through the email after they opened it. So usually you'll see a little bit of a higher percentage. And once again, broadly speaking, you want a click-through rate of around 5 to 10%. It can obviously be way higher, but this metric is going to be based on multiple factors as well. The first being the call to action. So what are you asking your user to do? And then the value that subscriber perceives from going through with that call to action. Is it the right time? Do they want to purchase something right now? And if you want to think about how to improve your click-through rate, start to frame your thinking of what action am I encouraging a user to take? Can I be more clear and direct, or do I need to provide more context to my user? Do they need like more of a push as to why they should click through the email? And then is the call to action clear? So sometimes like a see more or view now, the subscriber might be like, but why? What am I getting out of that? Now we have the the negative impact to your reputation is the unsubscribe rate. And this is the percentage of subscribers that will then go in and opt out of your emails. It is a metric, as I mentioned, that will negatively impact your email reputation if in high volumes it's done over time. And so if you're looking for a benchmark where to put yourself, this is a pretty broad benchmark of 0.2% to 0.5%. 0.2 is probably the norm and where you want to aim to be. Anything consistently over 0.5%, I'm going to say that your subscribers are not getting what you promised them at time of sign up, and therefore they're opting out. This is also a metric to take with a grain of salt, because you do need to look at the total number of email sends compared to the amount of people that unsubscribed. So if I send out an email to 10 people and one of them unsubscribes, that's an unsubscribe rate of 10%. And I'm not raising alarm bells because I know that that's proportionally it's okay. Let go of your subscribers before they let go of you. And I want to talk about list hygiene here, because I see a lot of brands tout a massive email list size, but they don't talk about how that email list performs. Are they actually active? Are they engaged? So list size doesn't really matter if sending to that large list size is only negatively impacting you. I think it's much better to have great engagement with a smaller audience than have horrible engagement rates for the clout of saying like, oh, I've got 2 million email subscribers, but only 20% of them click through my email. So I always recommend removing subscribers from your list, just leaving them out of the large blanket sends when they haven't opened any emails from you in the past 6 months. So if you're sending a newsletter every week and for 6 months straight, people don't open your email, just maybe leave them off. So if you want to know how to improve your unsubscribe rate, there's a couple things we can focus on here. So the first is frequency. Is my sending cadence too much for my subscribers? Are they unsubscribing because I'm taking up too much weight in their inbox? Play around with that. I always recommend testing. There's no harm in doing more emails and seeing if there's a higher unsubscribe rate on a month-over-month basis versus pulling it back a little bit. Secondly is the value prop. Are my emails still providing my subscriber as much value as they provide my business? So what was that initial promise you made a subscriber when they opted into receiving emails from you? And are you still providing that to them, or are you just continually encouraging them to buy your products? Did you also say you were going to give them resources or any kind of like one-off content? External circumstances, this is a big one too. Is this the right time to be sending an email? I think over the past couple years, we've really leaned into the aspect of empathy in marketing. And as marketers, we do need to ask ourselves, like, is this appropriate to send now? How will the audience react? Is there a better time to be sending this? And then finally, Preference Center. This isn't available to all marketers. It does provide, a lot of value to your subscriber if they can opt out or opt down of different topics, but